We've been talking about two things in the last couple days. One has been obviously Zorro Ranch. And the other thing we've been talking about is that Leon Black owns Apollo Group that bought Shutterfly that had bought LifeTouch. And so schools around the country sort of panicking about this. A lot of schools are canceling their contracts with LifeTouch because people are concerned about, oh shit, are my kids' photos, are they getting downloaded by some Epstein files gooner? And wait till you see how this plot thickens. Because once again, we have a convergence here, guys, of both Leon Black and LifeTouch and Epstein. And then we have the purchasers of Zorro Ranch, which we found out who they are today as well. Okay, so we know who bought Zorro Ranch. But the crazy thing, guys, is when we're done looking at all this, it all comes back to Donald Trump. Again, guys, all of this, Leon Black, the Apollo Group, the Zorro Ranch, it all comes back to Donald Trump. And that's what fucking blew my mind today, guys. That I was like, wait a second, okay? How does it all circle back to Donald Trump? So first, let's just dive in here. One of the first things we need to look at is this photograph. Look at this shit. This is 1996. This is Donald Trump, and look at who that is. Leon Black. That's Trump and Leon Black. Where are they? They're in Russia in 1996. Trump and Leon Black went to Russia for discussion of business deals, the possibility of building a Trump Tower there. Now, people at first, they saw this and they said, no, that's AI. It's AI. No, it is not. This is a legitimate photograph. It was verified by a Senate committee. Now, in 96, guys, let's put this in perspective here. In 1996, Donald Trump was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. So this is right in the center of the Trump-Epstein best friendery. Also, 96 is the year that Maria Farmer called the FBI about Jeffrey Epstein. And it's also the year that she had that real awkward experience going to Jeffrey's office at night and Trump rolling up thinking she was for him. That really awkward, whatever, like interaction they had in Epstein's office. That was in 96. So now we have Trump and Leon Black not only being like tied together, but they're taking business trips to Russia. Which, I mean, if there's a Russian P tape, guys, it's starting to look like the possibility is absolutely something that exists. Isn't that insane? But guys, it gets crazier, okay? I'm telling you, it gets crazier because look at this. The guy from the photo, the guy who bought LifeTouch with Apollo Group, look at his son. He's got a son here, Benjamin Black. And look at what he is. Benjamin Black is in the Trump administration. So Leon Black's kid, okay, Ben Black, is in the Trump admin. Trump appointed him in June to be CEO of the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation. So we have Leon Black. Again, this is another case of Trump being like, oh, I have nothing to do with this. I hate Epstein. But Epstein's number one guy, Trump gave his son a cabinet position. Like, bro, what are we doing? So there's another connection. Leon Black, Epstein, right? Leon paid Epstein, $158 million over 5 years for what? We don't know. And then Leon ends up, starting the Apollo Group with his son. They buy LifeTouch. They have all the kid pictures. And now Trump appoints Leon Black's son to his cabinet. So there you go. Epstein, Leon Black, Trump, Ben Black. Once again, it's an all in the family Epstein connection. Now, it gets crazier, okay? Because now we also have the Zorro Ranch situation. There's Zorro Ranch, Epstein's property in New Mexico, way out isolated. It is 60 miles from Albuquerque, right? It's east of Albuquerque. It's 32 miles, like southeast of Santa Fe. It's about 10 miles north of a tiny hamlet called Stanley. Stanley has 100 people in it, okay? So it is like super isolated. Tom Ford, the fashion designer, owns a movie ranch. It's like a set. It's like a ranch with movie sets that's, a few miles north of this. It's way isolated. And what's more, Epstein doesn't own the land here. He paid $200 a year to lease 7,500 acres of public New Mexico land. This shit is crazy, okay? Supposedly has like the baby lab or whatever in the basement, huge surveillance room in the basement. It's got a helipad, private airstrip, okay? This thing never searched. Through all the Epstein thing, they never searched it, even though there were plenty of like SA crimes happened here. This thing sat dormant in Epstein's trust after he died for 4 years. And then it got purchased by a trust with an anonymous purchaser, which we found out today is a guy named Don Huffines, okay? This guy right here is the guy who bought Epstein's ranch. Okay, you ready for this? Here's where it gets crazy. We have not known who this was. People have been wondering who bought this. And what it was is they did it through an LLC. The Huffines family bought the property in 2023 for an undisclosed amount. Huffines, a businessman, previously served in the Texas Senate representing the Dallas area. He unsuccessfully challenged Abbott in a run for governor. This guy is running for the comptroller of Texas right now. Okay, he's in the Republican primary. And the comptroller, of course, is somebody who manages like the finances, the taxes, the investments, etc. Probably not a job for anybody that's in Trump's orbit, really. You don't want anybody. They're all crooks. But guys, this is going to blow your mind. Look at that. So Don Huffines buys Zorro Ranch, Epstein's like unsearched property. And what do you know? Don Huffines' son, Russell, is a cabinet member, guys. Like, again, every single person in the Epstein orbit, every single person connected to this case is like all circles back to Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm dead serious. He is in the White House Office of Cabinet Affairs. Isn't that insane? It's like you can't make this shit up, guys. Russell Huffines, Don Huffines' son, works for the Trump admin. His parents own Zorro Ranch. So, to recap, literally like 50 plus people in Trump's inner circle, Trump's business partners, Trump's close friends, or Trump's cabinet members, like 50 out of like 60 of them are all somewhere in the Epstein files deeply. So everybody in Trump's orbit are in these files. But to recap, okay, we have Leon Black paying Epstein $158 million, a lot of SA accusations with Leon Black. This is the guy that started Apollo Group with his son, and they end up buying Life Touch, okay, the school photos. Leon Black is connected with Trump. In 96, they go to Russia. Then Benjamin Black, Leon Black's son, who started Apollo Group with Leon, is now in the Trump cabinet. He was nominated to be the CEO of the International Development of Finance Corporation. Okay, so we have Trump, Leon Black, Epstein, Leon Black's son, Benjamin Black, good old Benji. Then we fly on over to Zorro Ranch, the mystery property with the like baby factory underneath it that has never been searched, gets purchased by an LLC hiding the ownership. Today we find out that Don Huffines is the guy who bought this thing. And sure enough, if Don Huffines' son, Russell Huffines, isn't in the Trump cabinet as well. So again, Zorro Ranch, Leon Black, Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump. It is like every single trail, every tentacle of the Epstein octopus, every single one goes right back to Donald Trump. Always. So why would that be? Right? Trump is trying to say he was an FBI informant, right? Oh, I told on him. I called. Oh, I called the cops. I called the cops. Right? But yet, after he supposedly does that, the guy who gives Epstein immunity becomes his labor secretary. Bill Barr, the son of the dude who originally hired Epstein, the Dalton School, becomes his fucking attorney general and is the one when he dies. Okay. Then a whole bunch of his other cabinet members are in the files. Then Trump's entire cabinet now has people in the files. You got Lutnick lying about being business partners and going to the island. You got Elon, who probably went to the island. We're still not sure, but he was trying to get there. You got Peter Thiel and all the tech bros. You have Bannon, who is literally like Epstein's right-hand man. I mean, this is insane. And then everybody connected to either Epstein or the biggest grapist in the Epstein circle or Zorro Ranch, etc., any of the properties, it all comes back to Donald Trump. Dude, isn't that crazy? Like, when I saw that today, I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we've got to see the rest of those files. We have to. There has to be some smoking guns among smoking guns in there, because it is like a concentric circle, and like Trump is in the middle of this thing always. It always comes back. Everybody connected this goes back to Trump.